Hello and welcome back to episode 28 of this Oxygen Not Included series. It's slightly modded. As you can see, I'm over here. I've already dismantled these. I've sort of figured out how it works. So I'm trying to fix that right now. What I'm going to do is go into the ventilation so I can just delete all of that. Again, I'm rushing a little bit here because this temperature, we are working on a volcano at the end of the day, so there we go. And then if I just delete all of these gas pumps, I don't need any of that. And then what we need to do is go into ventilation and get these gas portals. Now, these don't appear to need power or anything really in terms of, well, they need resources, which is they're quite expensive. I'm not sure what's the maximum temperature. Is it still the same? Yeah, 33. And it's already pushing that, so I'm not sure how long they're going to last for, but we'll see. Right, so we'll go deconstruct everything. There, all across there and there. Now, these need a gas output. So just chuck some insulation down, make it an emergency to get them to do it. They need a filter, which is all. Okay, and then all we need to do now is deconstruct that. Close this. Okay. Did they not do the gas output? I don't know if it matters, but what we're going to do, the ones outside that you saw me do, you can actually name them so you know which one it is. So if I set them all to vacuum 1, which is the one on the right hand side, and then tell them to do that area, all, and then this one too. Too high with a maximum width on all, and this one finally all too high on a maximum width. And as you can see, they're going to grab that and send it on its merry way. Obviously this temperature is rising rapidly. Something at some point may or may not break, I don't know, but what I do know is that is all teleporting now to this, and I'm just wondering whether this needs a bit of help. So if I put in a couple more of those and then just snake that around just to make sure, because I don't know how fast these are actually moving the gas, and I'm hoping that they're moving it faster than what I like. Somebody's already coming to fix that though, so that's a good start, and we'll see if any of them other ones get used. I'm not sure. They may or may not. There we go. So from what I can tell then, this is predominantly oxygen that I'm seeing. Is it oxygen that's down here? It is, so that does make sense. So they're taking this oxygen and teleporting it up, and then it's being immediately dumped into the atmosphere. I don't know how quick this is working. This is 900 grams. It could be better, let's put it that way. But what I want to do is create a safe space, or at least try and make it a safe space, because there's a bit more I need to do here. There's a little bit I need to do here as well. These need copper. Okay, so let's cancel both of these because I thought I was going to build them out of iron anyway. So let's deconstruct that. Let's put you in there to make sure you're built. I do need a ladder, and the ladder I'll put there and there to make sure that it's covered for where we want to build. just because I want to get rid of this and build this in. I don't need this, so I don't know why I put it there. Okay, and then priority-wise, I'll drop this down because it's going to show the screen yellow for no reason. I might not actually... This is dropping, though. It is definitely dropping. It's just not that fast. So if we can get that up there, and then, of course, we will deconstruct all of that now and dig out that. We can then finally go over to the steam turbines and switch this. I'm sure we had a lot more iron. I don't know where all that iron's gone. They're 800 each. Okay, so we've got an issue with metal. Now, we ripped out the metal machine because of the problems we was having with temperatures. Because it was in this room here. So where should we move it to? This room's pretty warm. Pretty warm indeed. Refinement. Metal refinery. I may as well put it in here. See what we've got. Slow heat and overheat temperature. Overheat temperature is 15. Overheat temperature is 15. Slow heating, that's the best one. So put you there. The power, of course, is going to come immediately from the 5 coal generators. So if we get some liquid, so we need to cool this. We need to cool this down. So the cold water goes in. So actually, the cold water going in is fine, but then we need the hot water to come out, get cooled, and then go back in again. And of course, from all of this, we're going to have to build some ladders, I expect. There we go. So that should actually work. We can now deconstruct these ladders. Okay. So my plan, though I don't know whether it'll work or not. I'm just trying something different. Normally you would use the actual steam generators to cool it down for you. But we do have an advanced cooler. Cools the liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. Yeah, and I think this drops it by like 10 degrees. So what happens if we have... If we just delete all of that. And delete this. And try that again. So utilities. So it goes into there, it goes into there. I think 3 might be unnecessary, but plumbing wise, we want to switch over to insulated so that the temperatures that we're using are actually what we expect. So out of there and into there, and then obviously this can indeed come full circle. So you're out of there. And then this would come straight down. Oops, straight down into there. And then the idea is that I wall this off just so that this heat that it says it creates is going to get trapped somewhere else. Something like that. But of course we need to cancel that until they've finished building everything in there. Likely these will get damaged first. But I may be able to do something fancy in there to cool them down with by another means. How much power do they use? Oh my goodness, that is a lot of power. 12, 24, 3600 watts. Okay, so never mind. Let's put you there. Let's do a heavy watt cable straight across into both of them. And that's already powered by the heavy watt cable anyway. So everything's going to get powered, nothing too scary. And then priorities, they're already emergency. So we just need to get some liquid into this now. So if we go the plumbing pipe, brine is the best thing we can use because it's the least likely to freeze. And we are pretty full of brine in here. What temperature is this? -6. So plumbing. So this is already going... Oh, to cool the base. I remember that now. I just never got around to it. Because we need the additional bridges that are much longer distanced. Okay, well, can we, at least for now, we've got this pipe coming down here. It's going all around the houses, but if we put in a liquid bridge here, it goes over here then. Where do we want it? There. So it is kind of level with this. So then we put one there and there. And then again, insulated pipe to there. There. Oops. And there. And then we'll deconstruct this corner for now. And, oh, that needs a ladder there to build that. Back to plumbing, insulated. Actually, this could just go straight across here, and into there. And it should go the right way anyway, so that's not a problem. Bridge it, like so. And that should hopefully pump some of that brine down here. It's already on its way. It shouldn't cool the base down, I don't think, but it wouldn't hurt if it did. You can see it through there that it's clearly cooler. Insulated with liquid pipe, but it's -5, whereas the room around it is 25, so... Let's see what happens here. Here it comes. So that is the right way. Now these will work, and they put out -17, so this is likely to be -27. And that is a problem. Because it's too cold. Even brine freezes. Okay, -17 was fine, -27 not so good. Right. Well, it's not going to be that big. It's not going to be that cold ordinarily anyway. Now that has caused obviously it to back up. And I don't want to fix that, so let's deconstruct it instead. Okay, and then liquid pipe insulated, and just send it in. So instead what we've actually told it to do now is we're sending it in. Is that... There's something happening there, but whatever's happening there, let's make it a high priority. We're going to fix whatever's broken. There it goes. So now that minus 18.3 liquid is going to go into the furnace. Meta refinery furnace. Same thing. We'll figure out what we're going to do next. It looks like, though, we've got no iron, copper, but it's about the ore that matters. So let's have a look at the ore. Copper ore, 237 tons. Golden, 134 tons. Need to keep an eye on them. Iron ore, 65 tons. Copper ore, I think I'll go with iron. Unless gold amalgam's better. What are the stats on gold amalgam? I cannot remember. High thermal conductivity. Heat temperature's 50. We don't... What's cobalt like? High thermal conductivity. Iron to steel. No, we don't want that. We just want iron ore to iron. Thermal conductivity is 55 watts per degree of Kelvin. Copper is 60. And gold is... where's it gone? Thermoconductivity 60. So iron is indeed the best. So this is now getting damaged. I'm assuming because it's too cold. I don't understand why though, because obviously it's not actually too cold. Where's that gone? Right, who's scolding and why? Is it really that hot in there? 50... Oh, yeah, they went down there. Okay, they'll be fine. This is fine. It's all fine. I think what we could actually do with doing is if we go on plumbing and go in a radiant pipe, and then the pipe there, we make it a radiant pipe. Right, and now we can actually deconstruct the fluid pipe that's coming into here because we've got the full loop. Wrong button. And then this radiant pipe here is actually... It's sending in the liquid, but it is actually hopefully going to cool down the area. I mean, you can see there's some silly amount of heat coming off here. This is 280 degrees. This is a problem. Okay, we've got to... This ain't working. We can quantify that this is not working. Also, this was supposed to have been closed before I started. So, we can do that. Okay, so at least that's trapped it-ish in there. It's escaping through here, which is already at 370, 80 degrees. It's having a really bad day. But as long as we get our iron out of it, which we currently got 450 kilos. I think it's 50 kilos a time. No, it's 100 kilos a time. So we're just waiting on that. Now, what can we do about this heat? What we can do is something like that. No, because we need for the pipe to be as insulated as possible to there, and then come out there and back again. And then using radiant pipe think we may be able to get away with that there. And then insulated pipe there to there. And then where do these pipelines go exactly? That one goes to the abyss. Oh, okay, that goes to the... Yeah, so we can link in there. So deconstruct that and deconstruct that. There's some serious heat coming out now. This is 500 degrees. But if they're quick, they should be okay. If I turn it off, it'd make it a lot better. But it's dropping very quick. Still scalding, but... there's not enough steel to do that one. Okay, so plumbing, radiant pipe, iron then. And this one is... it's fine. And here it goes. And what temperature is this liquid coming out here? So it is actually coming out here. So it's going in at -3 and it's not really cooling it down that much. Right, we've got 500 iron now. 800. It's 800 per kilos. 500 kilos, yeah. So we're just going to have to see how that goes, but I'm obviously going to need to do something better over here. They're still going. We're talking milligrams in here now, so it has worked. This is nearly a vacuum. And then to keep it a vacuum, we need to create a water lock. Now, I don't do these very often, but they do work. So it would be there. Something like that. And then deconstruct that. And then something like that. I think everybody's looking quite injured, so where's the hospital? Why is there water in it? I've got no idea why there is water in this room. So we'll get that cleaned up. Where's the hospital? I think it's too small. Yeah. So we need to build a couple more of them. And then if we get the liquid or the bottle emptier and put that, I think there. We're only talking milligrams, if you can see that now in here, which means that this temperature is going to basically disappear at some point. What liquid do we put in here? Liquid. Let's try polluted water. So this is working in terms of that it's almost getting to the point where we can build them. We just need the resources. But the actual setup, gonna have to put a pipe in there. But the higher it is, the better. So I'll put a pipe in of water that will just fall to the bottom. That will then evaporate into steam and feed the the turbines. Now, of course, the idea of this is to stop this gas mixing with, sorry, the vacuum leaking out once it does get a vacuum, of course, which means people can go in there in the vacuum, which is not great for them. I think it gives them pop eye, but it's fine. So somewhere I need somebody to pick up some water, or actually water could work as well, because I know that we need to sweep up this and this, all of this and this. And this isn't going to get too warm to evaporate the water away, so we should be fine there. There we go. Almost. Needs more though. Needs more. They're all slow because they're injured, so I'm going to have to build a bigger hospital. But I'll let them do that, and then in the next episode we're going to build a hospital and hopefully finish this once and for all. So thank you very much for watching. If you like the episode, please click like. Any comments are welcome. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.